Eagle Jon, Survive and Thrive. What you just seen me do back there and hiking through the woods. People don't travel a straight line through the woods. You think you're traveling a straight line, you think you're walking straight. You're not even walking straight. When you're out in the field, open field, looks like you're walking straight. You're always walking at an angle or zigzagging or making a left turn, right turn, or an arc. You either dominate right foot or left foot and moving in an arc. So what I did back there was I'm just wandering through the woods, and I took a right turn and came this direction toward the camera, but I didn't know I took a right turn. So I think from right here to get back to where I came from, I need to go straight back through those trees and just keep going straight. But I came from that direction, and that's how people get lost in the woods. So what I'm going to show you in this video is some simple ways to get yourself out of trouble, to keep yourself out of trouble, and some basics of a compass, how to use a compass. Now, if you're walking through the woods without a compass and you don't know anything about direction, you're probably in a lot of trouble. If you don't have a knife with you, if you don't have a pocket knife or a large knife or water with you, you're in a lot of trouble if you've never been in the woods before. So there's some simple things you can do to keep yourself from getting lost, walking in circles, being out there for 3, 4, 5 days, 2 weeks. People all the time are getting Civil Air Patrol or some type of search and rescue to look for them, and find them a couple weeks later, dead or alive. So we're going to go over some basic things. Eagle Jon, Survive and Thrive. So I've gone for a day hike. I walk into the woods. I've come to a point, I really don't know which way I came from. I have no idea where I came from. About maybe an hour, 2 hours before it gets dark, possibly. You're kind of panicky, you're starting to sweat. I've been in that situation before, a long time ago, before I started learning all this information. That's why I started learning. And it's a bad situation. If you have no water with you and you have nothing to cut with, you have no knowledge of outdoor survival skills, you're in trouble. But you have to learn these skills. You have to learn. So the first thing I want to do is stop. Think about where I'm at. Sit down. Think about it for 5-10 minutes. Don't get panicky. It's hard to say that. You will get panicky. You will start sweating. And listen. If you hear cars or people at a static location, if you hear people talking this direction for about 1 or 2 minutes, then you hear them over here for a couple minutes, and you hear them over there for a couple minutes, don't follow that. You might be going in circles. If you hear people over here talking for quite a while, 5-10 minutes, which is quite a while, then you can start walking that direction or start screaming help 3 times. So the international distress signal is 3 of something. 3 helps, 3 whistle blows every 30 seconds or so, 3 shotgun shots in the air, boom, 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 and then 30 seconds later, boom, 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 or 3 whistle blows the same way, or from the air, 3 long 40, 60 foot sections of rope laid out. Anything in 3s is international distress signal. That means you're in trouble. Come help me. So you hear someone talking for 5 or 10 minutes, you walk that direction, you'll probably run into some people. Because if you can hear them, they're not far at all. Then you want to yell so you'll know where you're at so they can come look for you too. Or if you hear dogs barking that are static, that are in one location barking for quite a while, go that direction. If they're barking here, then over here, a minute later, then a minute later they're over here, don't follow that sound. Don't follow it, because they'll disappear and you'll be wandering further into the woods. If you hear a train going by and you hear the Doppler effect where you hear it coming way over here, then you hear it passing you here, and then you hear it going away this direction, head toward the center of where you heard that. If you start hearing it down here, and then over here is the last time you heard it, don't go that direction and don't go back this. Then one other method, of course, is you probably know about where you're at. You haven't been gone too long. You're familiar with the general area. If you hear airplanes landing and taking off, there'll be a loud sound. It'll be from the ground going higher in the air. It'll be full throttle. If you hear them taking off from an airport, of course, head toward that airport. The airport's always going to be there if you hear several of them taking off. But basically, those are a couple ways to find your way out. Because if you have nothing with you, like I said, you're probably in trouble anyway. So if you recognize you're lost and you don't hear any of these sounds, it's time to try to get a fire going. Don't start walking in the direction because you don't know where you're going. You might go deeper into the woods and be a lot more lost than you started. So get you a shelter built, something over your head, get a fire going, find some water, and start boiling that water to drink. And hopefully you won't have to find food. You can last 3 days without water. So you want to get water quick, as fast as possible. Just some little hints I want to throw out there to you. So Eagle Jon, survive and thrive. Hope it helped a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe. I got some more videos coming out. Appreciate it.